Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. It's been a while since I made a video. I have been busy. Not only I do have a garden on my own, but I also help a garden for the food bank. So I am here now today. We are going to harvest a lot of produce from a garden here at the food bank to give it to the food bank so we could give it to the family that needs some fresh produce. So I am going to take you over on our garden, what we harvest here in the food bank and what actually we give to the food bank and for the people. Right. Right, so this is our overall garden. I believe is 30 by 80 feet of a garden here. So we do have some zinnias. We harvest a lot of kale from spring up until now. We're still harvesting it. We have Swiss chard over here, which is really prolific. We're gonna plant it again next year, and so was kale. And our beans is doing awesome. So we do have yellow bush beans and a green bush beans. So we have two beds of green bush beans and we have one yellow. And this was our zucchini that gave us a lot of harvest, but it's been done. So we did spread some seeds, which is the mustard, and our radish are growing. And there's some few lettuce here and there that I probably have to separate them because they're been like clumped up in there. Some other seeds I feel like they didn't really germinate, so I'm gonna spread it back again. In this bed we do have cherry tomatoes. We have heirloom varieties in here. So not only we gave fresh produce from the families that in need, but we also want them to know that the tomatoes, it's sort of like an education purposes, that it's not just coming red, but there's actually lots of different varieties from tomatoes. And over here is our beautiful zinnias, beautiful. And like I said, this is our green beans, so that's one bed, and there's another two bed. And again, heirloom variety, but this one is a slicing tomato. And another bed of a slicing tomato right in there. So our trellis is 10 feet tall. So as you can see, they really climb up. There's still lots to harvest. There's still lots of green tomatoes, so hopefully the weather will be good. We have here a carrots. I was worried at first that the carrots won't be as straight, but I did harvest actually this one. I tried it and it went super straight. That's really great. So we did harvest quarter of this bed. So we have two beds of carrots, this one, and there's another one over there. We also have some Roma tomato that we are going to change. So we do have two varieties of two types of tomato. We have the determinate, which is climbed up all the way there, and I planted Roma tomato. We planted Roma tomato, which is a rookie mistake. Now when we try to teach people, they kind of confuse which one needs to be pruned and which one is not. So definitely gonna plant San Marzano instead, so they're all climbing up. So when we teach them, it's not gonna be confusing like which one needs to be pruned or not. And we have here is our snack pepper, which is really prolific. So what we planted in here are all snack pepper, so they don't really grow as big. So we don't need to wait until they grow really massive or turn red or orange or yellow. So at least by this planting the snack pepper, we can harvest it obviously when they're tiny, and they also turn orange, red, or yellow, but they're not gonna consume a lot of time to ripen. Here is our eggplant, which produce so good for us. We harvest it every week, and every week we get a decent amount of harvest from this eggplant. I mean, look how tall they are. And here our squash are dying back. We're probably not gonna plant squash because it takes a long time for us to harvest. And also you harvest it just, you know, once. You get lucky if you harvest 2 or 3 times, and they take a lot of space, so we felt like we can use the space to something else instead of you wait longer and then you just harvest it for quite a while. We already dug up our potato last week. Again, we're not gonna plant potatoes for next year. We're gonna use the space for something else, maybe more tomatoes or other things or veggie that's more appropriate to, you know, to give for a food bank. Probably more zucchini or succession planting of zucchini. We don't know yet, but we're gonna decide when we have a meeting. And here again, another squash. Plants are dying back, but then there's still a lot of squash that needs to be ripened, so hopefully it will ripen. Still have time to ripen, but yeah, they kind of look yucky right now. This is some herbs. We have some spring onion here, oregano, thymes, and sage. We also have calendula in here. We have lavender, but it died, so definitely will replace that. Here at the very back, we do have we planted asparagus in there, but it takes a while, 2 more years for us to harvest, and some flowers bordered with it. So yeah, so when you go down here, when you look at this point, this is the overall community garden that provide food bank fresh produce. So we do have at least 80 families, in total of 256 people, I believe, that benefit to this garden. So if you guys live here in Scarborough and you want to volunteer, please volunteer. We do need some help, not only in the garden but the overall food bank, to help us organize when the truck comes, or guided the people where to go. So yeah, hope you like my video. Please do subscribe, please hit like. Happy gardening, bye.